Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Long Gone Loser Rock Show, and today we are going to talk about Ramones 7-inch bootlegs. I have a few of these and I want to share them all with you now. Basically, wherever I've gone traveling, if I see these on mailing lists, I'm always going out of my way to buy them because I love the Ramones so much. They're like my favorite band, so I have to buy every single thing I find of them. This is a problem with being a diehard fan, is that the Ramones could put their logo on anything and I'll buy it. And that's just a problem I have. So it's not about them. I mean, yeah, I've got some weird Ramones shit, seriously, because of that way of thinking. There's no Ramones coffin yet, but who knows? Maybe that'll happen someday. So the first one I want to talk about, I bought at Radiation Records in Anaheim. I think it's Anaheim or Fullerton in Southern California there. And it's this bootleg, which is I Don't Care in Portuguese. And it's got 5 songs, but they're all written in Portuguese. I Don't Care, Chainsaw, Now I Want to Sniff Some Glue, Don't Come Close, and We Want the Airwaves. So you can see the record there. This record's cool. I'm glad that I have it because I'd never ever seen it before. Never ever come across this. Didn't know it existed until that day that I was in Radiation Records. They had 2 Ramones bootlegs that day and I grabbed them both on 7-inch vinyl. The second one that they had was this record here. It's the 2 tracks that were featured on the Greatest Hits Live bonus tracks on the CD. So you've got their cover of the Dave Clark 5s, Any Way You Want It, and obviously Motorhead's RAMONES. Awesome single to have. This artwork is so good though. Like, I just love this art. So I don't know who's responsible for the art, but whoever you are, you did a damn good job. And yeah, it's an awesome record. I don't know how common it is. I've never seen it around since. As you can see, the records and the labels look awesome. Both cover versions are great. Okay, the next one I've got is this one, which I bought from a mail order called Hot Stuff Mail Order in Sweden. It's totally misleading. It's the Ramones with Debbie Harry, old punk still alive in the yuppie days. It says on the back, performed by Debbie Harry and the Ramones at the Beacon Theatre in New York City, December 16th, 1984. Not exactly correct. It was actually 1987. The reason that got me thinking about this was because Go Little Camaro Go was on here. Now, the version they do in this sounds like, you know, like the same version that's on the record. It's a live version, obviously, but it's not played as good as the Ramones. It's just played the song, but it's, you know what I'm talking about. There's those little nuances in the Ramones music when you can tell when it's the Ramones playing the Ramones. This is not the case on this record. If it was Go Little Camaro Go back in 1984, why didn't it end up on Animal Boy? That was the thing that I was thinking. And so I looked into this and I found out it was actually 1987. And it was actually a band called Tiger Bomb that was Debbie Harry, Chris Stein, Lee Fox, Tommy Price, and I've forgotten the other guy, Ashley somebody, and Daniel Ray. So, you know, those guys got together. It was for an AIDS charity benefit, and Joey Ramone was there. It wasn't the Ramones, it was just Joey. So, a little bit misleading, especially considering you've got the Halfway to Sanity cover photograph there of the band, but yeah, totally misleading, but whatever. It's a Ramones bootleg, I had to have it. This one I got from Vinyl Solution in Huntington Beach. It was in their secondhand section. It's like $5 or something. It was pretty cheap. It's a bootleg of Carbona Not Glue that they, you know, jokingly said it was Sub Pop number 666. The back cover's pretty terrible. So it's nothing really about the Ramones on there at all. It says that it was an edition of 500. I have seen this with different colors. Mine's obviously got the red pink up the top there, but I have seen one with a yellow, and I think I've seen a blue one. I can't remember, but it seems that this one's very common. On the inside, you get this awesome Pinhead riding on the rocket sticker, and you also get this funny cartoon comic strip thing about Sub Pop. This one I got from Spiral Objective Mail Order, which used to be a punk mail order that was in Adelaide. It was a DIY thing. It was awesome. This was, I think, $5.50. And it is rad. Like, you know, it looks like those old Japanese singles that you get. If you've ever seen the 45s in Japan, you know that they look like this. This one, there's nothing written on the labels. There's 6 songs on it. including the, it's been bootlegged a million times, but the Old Grey Whistle Test is on here. And you also get Havana Affair, Commando, and Beat on the Brat from New York City and Philadelphia in 1977. Another cool bootleg to have. Don't ever see this one come up much, but it's really cool. This is a cool one. We're Getting Out of Here, which was, I don't even remember where I got this. I don't remember where I bought this one from, but I saw it and I had to grab it straight away. Maybe it was just on a mailing list and saw it was there and I was like, hang on, I don't have that one. But it's got some demos on here. You've got Working It Over from the Too Tough to Die sessions in 84 and Please Don't Leave from End of the Century sessions in 1979. Pretty cool record. Never seen it since, but glad to have it. I'm sure it's not really rare. It's probably copies floating around, but I just don't see it. I mean, I'm in Australia and, finding Ramones bootlegs is not an easy task down here. This one is probably the most common one that I've seen, which is I Wasn't Looking for Love, which is from the Pleasant Dreams sessions. And then you've also got a live version of Surf City on the flip. Pretty cool record, but like I said, it's common. I see it. I've seen it a lot, and it's got the very iconic image of Johnny on the front with his nice Mosrite guitar. This one was the first Ramones bootleg I ever bought, which is called Live Fast and Punk over Deutschland Volume 1. Now, I've never seen there be a Volume 2. It says on the back that there is one, but I've never seen it. So I don't know if one exists. So if one does exist, please put in the comments below that you've got it and tell me if it's any good. It's got 4 tracks on here. You got Chinese Rocks, Somebody Put Something in My Drink, Rockaway Beach, and Do You Want to Dance. It was recorded in 1990. It says it's limited edition of 500. It's a bootleg. I don't know how exact that is, but there you go. The first one I ever bought, and I think it was $10. I got it from Andromeda Music in Adelaide, which was one of the raddest stores that we had in Adelaide, and I don't know what happened. I think it just went out of business. Cool store though. This one I got in Japan, which is awesome. 1975 demos by the Ramones. I found this in Time Bomb Records in Osaka. I remember telling my mum, I took my mum to Japan, I said to her, I've got to go to this record store because I need to get this Ramones bootleg that I saw was advertised on their website. So I found it, 1975 demos. There's 5 demos on it. I Don't Want to Go Down to the Basement, 53rd and 3rd. I Want to Be a Boyfriend, Judy is a Punk, and Loudmouth. Awesome 7-inch. Didn't have these demos before on vinyl. Have them now. Very happy. I did get another record from Japan, from the same store, which is this one here. It's called 4 Pinheads in Amsterdam. Recorded in the 15th of September 1978. And they do Needles and Pins, Surf and Bird, Cretin Hop, Listen to My Heart, California Sun, I Don't Want to Walk Around With You, and Pinhead. Never seen this before, never seen it since, but I saw it there and I knew I needed it right away. So as you can see, pretty cool looking record. This is another one I did get from Huntington Beach from Vinyl Solution in the second-hand section there. It's a replica bootleg of Blitzkrieg Bop with Havana Affair. Obviously, you know that the cover is different on the original. This one's on blue vinyl. It was really cheap, so I didn't have it, and it's got Ramones written on it, so of course I'm going to buy it. Still cool to have, even though it's a bootleg. I'd love to have an original, but I can't afford one. The last one I've got is this one here, which is called Solo Performances, which is pretty funny. It's on nice, beautiful purple translucent vinyl. Looks great, matches the cover. The covers you get on this is Good Rockin' Tonight and Vivas Las Vegas are on side A. They're the ones that are on the Johnny Ramone's Last Sessions records that do the rounds. So, you've got Lemmy singing Good Rockin' Tonight and, the guys from the Stray Cats and whatever. Then you've got on the B-side, you've got Sheree Curry, Marky Ramone and Wayne Kramer from the MC5 doing Cherry Bomb, which is pretty rad. And then you've got Dee Dee Ramone doing Metallica's Jump in the Fire. Pretty damn funny, but awesome nonetheless. So solo performances, it's limited to 300, it says here. I've never ever seen it since, but cool to have. So there we have. I do have a bunch of Ramones bootleg LPs, and I will do those in a separate video because if you've watched this far, then you're obviously a dedicated Ramones fan, and I thank you for it. Feel free to like and subscribe to this if you want. And also, if you do have Ramones bootlegs that you want to offload, please hit me up because I collect this sort of stuff. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. LongGoneLoser.com, and I will see you in the next episode. Thank you very much.